my opportunity cost from not understanding where I need to have my money residing at cost me 50 to 75K over the past 5 years. Millionaire isn't like what you think.
Right.
It don't be like, oh, it's all this. You still gotta grind, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the beginning stages. I went from losing 6 figures in the casino to not being able to become a nurse. Infinite banking, something beyond the shit I never even thought about. I was gonna think about. Real estate lending is by far
The best.
the best. I love my interest payments every month. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, I moved 88,000 to him, and it was like cool because I know I'll get 10 points on that, close to 9K a year. Uber. I ain't even telling people this because I know they wouldn't
They
even
don't believe it. Yeah.
Like,
Right.
So Uber, Lyft, Instacart.
How did you get to 1.2? You know, most people looking like he must be some type of rapper or maybe in sports. So what is it exactly? How did you get into all the different types of asset classes that you have? Like, where's that come from?
How is that allocated across all your different investments? And if you don't mind sharing, and we believe in being transparent, how is that allocated across all your different investments and assets?
I have some equity in real estate, 3 properties, 2 from ground up. Actually, my first one was a ground up. So that was a new build back in 2020. 2021, I acquired a 4-unit. That's what I utilized, I think, my FHA, and I got a 4-unit. 2 years after that, in 2023, I did a new build as well, duplex.
Okay.
So all multifamily. So it's about 8 doors. Well, 8 doors for sure.
8 doors.
That's one place I have money allocated. Also in like my lending portfolio. Also with VC,
Yeah.
with Vertical Capital with
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
I have maybe about 120, 130 with you guys.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
You got the M1, Robin Hood.
oh yeah. Also have Robinhood. I have some money in there. Also in Fidelity, I have a brokerage account with Fidelity, and then in my brokerage, in both of my brokers, the 2 I just mentioned, there's like some regular stocks, also some index funds. I also have another brokerage account with you guys, with M1, that I recently started. When I started, February.
Yeah, February.
So yeah, I have a M1 brokerage account, and we're supposed to utilize that
To do infinite
to
banking.
do infinite banking.
Yeah, yeah.
So you in here with the sunglasses on, you got the dreads out, you got the hat to the back. How did you get to 1.2? You know, most people looking like he must be some type of rapper or maybe in sports. So what is it exactly? How did you get into all the different types of asset classes that you have? Like, where's that come from?
Man, that's just come from being a hustler, man. Like I always was a hustler, man. And shit, my journey started back in when I like really started getting into finance was probably like 2019. It's funny, a mutual friend me and him had, I wanted to buy a house. And he was like, what do you want to buy a house to live in? I was taken back. I was kind of upset with him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was mad when he told me that because I'm like, what are you talking about?
You said that?
No, the mutual friend.
Our mutual friend
okay.
said
Yeah.
that. And he was like, why you bought a house? And I'm like, because I'm just like everybody else I was told about. I'm going to get back to your original question, like how I even got to where I am.
Sure.
But, I was just like everybody else as far as the American dream, like school, go to high school, graduate, go to college, get a car, get a house, debt, bad debt at that, when you think about it. But, and so I was like, I'm supposed to get a house. That's what all my friends doing. That's what
Yeah.
everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that mutual friend we have, I know he's pretty logical thinker, so he's not gonna just say anything
Right.
to me.
Yeah.
So I said, let me kind of dive into what he said, and I started researching, and it was like, maybe that's not the smartest way to start your wealth journey.
Yeah.
Right.
And now investing in real estate, it's definitely not. If you're chasing a certain goal, because it's a lot come owning a property. It's very, very, very expensive. Even more expensive if you live in it. But man, even to get to this point, back to your original question, man, Lyft, Uber. I ain't even telling people this because I know they wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
So Uber, Lyft, Instacart, DoorDash, everything you can name. Like, I had another job where I was contracted through Energy with my guy Lou and Harold, actually. They definitely employed me as well, which was a great thing, which they still do to this day. You know what I'm saying? Which is definitely a huge, huge help for me. And I'm just a hustler, man. I get up and I do everything I have to do, but the main thing, the most important thing I do is manage my finances the right way. You know, like I don't spend frivolously. Like I don't have jewelry. I don't have fly cars. I have a very efficient Toyota Prius.
A Prius?
Yes. I'm cool with, and you know, I worked tirelessly, like, and just saved 90% of my money, and then I just
90?
For sure.
You must don't have any kids.
I got one kid. And that's the 10%. There you go. Like he's yeah. I have one kid, so and he's not difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
But it's a blessing that I'm even in a position. I thank my parents too, for sure.
Yeah. So
100%.
what's your motivation though? Like what inspired this hustle? Like you just was born with it?
It was something I kind of always had.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even I can remember real young, me and my cousin Bino, we would walk right down St. Bernard. We would go to Circle Food Store, and we would help people put their groceries in the car and get little money like that.
Okay.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
I can remember hustling even back then.
Yeah.
And I always wanted money. Like, it wasn't that I was a needy. Like, I didn't grow up, like, poor or anything. I had my mom and dad. My dad definitely gave me everything I ever asked for sure. So it wasn't even that. It was just that it was something in me, like, yeah, I want what my parents giving me, but I want more too.
Yeah.
So it kind of was just in me. Like, my dad a hustler too. So is my mom.
Yeah.
So it's in my DNA for sure.
Yeah.
So since you got with VC, how has your growth, or what's your experience on growth? Like, why is VC a part of your investment?
Man.
Vertical capital a part of your investment strategy?
Shit, man.
What you thought when I was first introduced it to you?
Well, when he first talked to me about VC, when he first was starting, and he was like, initial investment. I was like at 21. I want to say 22.
No. That was in 21. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you was our
20,
first
right?
investor. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, I actually was their first investor. That was at 2021. And he was like, man, I'm gonna need like 50,000. You know, I'm like, that's a little steep. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never really spend money like invest with an actual person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, that was a good grip of money for me at the time, for sure. And I was like, it wasn't something I couldn't lose, because I'll never do that. I invest what I can afford to lose, but that's still a lot.
That's
still
a good
lot of
point.
money,
Yeah.
so, but, a friend of mine referred me, and he said he really trusted him. I looked him up a little bit, and, I saw he knew more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
And man, there's just everything he said. It went through. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah. And prior to you investing the $50K, you did ask me to underwrite a few properties for you. Yeah, you
That's
remember
funny. You going back?
Yeah, you remember when you used to call me all the time, like, what you think about this property? What you think about this property? And we never done business together, but
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Once I figured out that he was way smarter than me, everything I did, like whatever I did with in real estate, I would get his opinion on it because I just knew he knew a little bit more than me. So that's how it kind of came about. And shit, with the lending, I didn't all the way fully understand it, but I know numbers, and I know when he showed me the numbers, I'm like, all right, I can.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm cool with earning 10 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even got me out a little more. I feel like not even a half a year later,
you invested
like,
more money with us?
Like, man, I had a deal. It was like 30,000. I'm like, look, all right, bro, I'm gonna give it to you. But I'm gonna need that back. Ask me if I have that back.
Nah, he still invested.
I got it back. I'm like, well, fuck, you might as well keep it.
Yeah, still invested. Yeah. Look, you just did that again. You just did that again because he invested the 88,000.
Oh wow! Yeah. So we got 168.
Yeah, we got 100 and something.
Well,
but you gonna get that back though.
Yeah, no,
you gonna get that back. Yeah.
See, so well, my son started college.
Yeah.
Ooh, this semester.
Yeah.
So I thought about something, and I was like, man, maybe I could lend some money out to kind of offset the college costs with my son. So
yeah.
That's when I moved.
So that's smart.
Yeah, so I was like, I moved 88,000 to him, and it was like cool because I know I'll get 10 points on that, close to 9K a year. Mm-hmm. And like I said, remember I told y'all in the beginning, 10%, that's for Lil Kevin.
Yeah.
That's like, so it kind of, it definitely eased the cushion with college. Also with money from my high yield savings, that also like, that pretty much pays for all this college expenses because I need my principal for growth.
Yeah. Yeah, so every month, the first of every month, I get a call from Mel. So how much I need to take out for Kevin? How much I need to take out? I'd be like, you gotta take out this much. You invested 88,000 and here's the 10%. Take out that much and you could pay for whatever school. Is room and board you pay for? What do you pay?
Yeah, room and board.
Yeah.
Everything, man. Room and board, books.
Yeah.
Any like spending money you give
spending money, you got an allowance, you got a car, you need gas, and all that stuff like that. So it's all good though. It's all good.
Yeah.
So your investments basically is funding.
Thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys. So but you know my other investments, which I'll for sure reinvested.
Yeah.
Definitely reinvested.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how, like everything you've been doing with Vertical Capital since 2021, how has your mindset shifted? You know, because I know you was being a producer, right? And you read the books we recommended you read, Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash, The Banker's Code by George Antone. You read those books, and also you had conversation with your son Kevin about making that transition in the mindset. How did your mindset shift being on this side of interest instead of the paying side of interest?
Well, shit, to be honest, like, last year, what's this 2025, 2024, that's when Elridge, like, he approached me about banking.
You was about to pull your money out with me.
He was about to pull his money out?
And when he came at me, to keep it real, like, when he came at me about, you know, banking and infinite banking, something, to be honest, shit I never even thought about. I was gonna think about. So when he told me that, I'm like, you know what? I'm looking at him sideways now because I'm like,
it was him, right?
Yeah, it was him. Actually, it was him.
It was in the courtyard, yeah.
I was like, nah. I'm like, this nigga got over 6 figures for me, and he's saying stupid shit that so I'm like, maybe he losing it a little bit. I'm like, I might need to I'm about to take my money. I'm getting upset.
Yeah.
And then, but I didn't tell him that.
Yeah, he kept it cool. He kept it cool.
He kept it cool.
I didn't know that.
Why you was upset though?
Because he's telling me something I don't know.
But you was making money though.
But this is something else, so I'm looking like you just trying to
sell me.
Money for
Yeah.
That's the point. But I'm like, damn, you know, I'm like, I need some of my own chicken. Like, but So I didn't do it. I said, you know what? I know he's gonna do it, so I'm gonna let him be the test dummy,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna sit back for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and then I honestly, I was ready to get in the next phase of my wealth journey, and I was asking God like, where I need to go, what I need to do, and He was like, it's already in front of you.
Yeah.
What?
He's like, it's already there. You ran from it last year.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you're a year behind. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
then he'll tell you.
Yeah.
I told him that
Mhm.
over the phone. I told him that, and I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's do it.
And then we had the receipts too with Russell, VC account. You know,
Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. So that didn't even matter.
yeah.
to
All
me.
right. All right. Cool.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
didn't even matter to me.
Cool.
But, he did have receipts.
Yeah.
I know he's a transparent guy. I know this.
Yeah.
But it don't matter if somebody's bringing something foreign to you.
Yeah.
And I guess when you're at a certain level, like you are, like a certain dollar amount,
Mm-hmm.
the receipts we showing you probably wasn't that wow.
Yeah. It wasn't that much.
It
Yeah.
wasn't that wow.
Yeah,
factor.
but I do understand that small wins add up.
Yeah.
Ain't no different
Yeah.
than when you look at your bank account at the end of the month and be like, where the hell my money went?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Burger King here, this, that, this.
Right.
It's the same with small
Right.
small
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
And I tell my friend that all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I like, man, I like small wins just as much as the big ones. It's like the big ones, it's like, all right, it's over.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah.
The
Right.
small wins are
It's gonna
constantly-
keep coming. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I love my interest payments every month. That's my best money because it's like I'm not moving a muscle.
Yeah.
And then the goal is to definitely get that to where that's covering
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
lifestyle and everything. But we
Yeah.
got a long way to go, but we're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. We
For
going
sure.
for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So lending, would you say being in the lender seat, you've done ground construction, new construction, you're a landlord. Would you say that lending is probably the best seat in real estate?
That's funny, man. You asked me that. That's really, really funny because I just had this conversation with my partner from Connecticut, my man KB. And I was saying, like, I was talking about you guys to him too as well.
Sure.
And I was like, being in different, spaces in real estate lending is by far
The best.
By far the best. It's a lot less stressful. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot less stressful, pretty safe, and backed by collateral.
Yeah.
Which makes me even more comfortable. Like I don't even panic
Yeah.
when I know we give loans out because I already know Anitra and Elridge, they're gonna look through the deal with the fine tooth comb. I already know they just won't do it if it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so we're gonna do safe loans and that's comforting for me. And I know I'm gonna get cheese every month. And the thing is with that, it's less hassle because I have property. I have tenants. Thankful my property manager take tons and tons of stress out for me.
Mm-hmm.
But she comes at a cost.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's fine. But man, it's repairs and repairs. If I show you through my phone, me and my property manager, you'll just see repairs after repairs after repairs, and it's like then tenant turnover, all these type of things. Man, with lending, I'm just focused on those interest payments. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with anything else.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
How have we made that easy for you though? Because could you explain to somebody who is thinking about investing their money with vertical capital for us to lend it out? Like explain that process, your position versus our position, and how we made it more that simple for you.
Man, I'm like a baby. They get to earn money. I get to sit and reap the benefits of income without having to do much. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the lending side of your company. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I just go to sleep and, and you know what helped me out? We glossed over this, but we didn't. I wanted to point that out when you gave me those books to read.
Mm-hmm.
That was important because that gave me a lot more understanding. And we all know, you know what I'm saying? The more you read and understand something that you're looking into, the more comfortable you're going to feel investing in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm still learning and going to continue to learn. But the more I learn, the more money I want to get.
Yeah, I always say education mitigates risk. So if you educated, you could have two people, right? One person educated and investing in real estate, and the other person is educated. The person who's uneducated, it's high risk because they don't know what they're doing, right? With us, we got 20-something years of combined experience, 400 plus transactions, so we know exactly what we're doing. So the protective equity going to be there, the LTV is going to be there. We underwriting the borrower, making sure they could perform. So yeah, that's what makes it safe.
That's what makes it safe. And then just learning the business, it's not like they hide any aspect of the business from me. So it's like, that makes me even more comfortable too, because it's like, we know we're going to make sure we have a seasoned investor that we lend it to. We're not going to just lend to any Joe Blow. It's going to be underwritten very carefully. And, to the listeners that don't understand all this jargon, of course, but the people that do understand feeling safe when you're doing the investment. And it's not many safe loans, but it's not many safe investments like 100%, but this is one of the more bulletproof situations.
Yeah.
So if they decide not to pay, we get the collateral.
Yeah, we get the property.
Yeah, we're not lending unless it's against collateral. So that I sleep well knowing that. Like, I really do.
Yeah, we at 65%. So or lower. What's our average though? We average probably less than that.
Yeah, we averaging like 61% LTV. Yeah. So, and if we don't feel comfortable, we ask for more collateral, so that it could go all the way down to 40%. Yeah. Well, we got one loan, the one in Chalmette.
Right.
And we have 2 houses. We got collateral on 2 houses, and it was a new construction ground up. But it's probably, both properties is probably worth about 600 and some thousand together. And our loan amount is 300 and something. Yeah.
So we're like 50%.
Close to 50% LTV.
50% LTV on that particular.
That's pretty safe.
Into loan. But yeah, it is, to speak to you right, the transparency, I think that kind of makes you feel.
Love the transparency. That's one of my favorite parts of the company. For sure. Like, and then like every week, every month, I get when I receive my interest payments, is the transparency is crazy, man, because it's like you have your loan, you have the loan amount, the property that you're lending on, the interest payment amount, the interest payment to date. So that's pretty detailed.
Yeah. The origination date, when it matures.
All that.
Yeah, everything is on your monthly statement.
So that's that's attention to detail that most people don't even think about.
Yeah, he clowned me the other day. He was like, what you doing? I said, man, I'm sending, like, every time I transfer money to his account, he just happened to call me it's like he look at his account every minute, right? I'm like, damn, I just transferred the money. So he clowned me, basically saying, he asked me what I'm doing. I said, I'm sending monthly statements and sending everybody their payments. I said, man, you must have just saw it. He's like, no, I was just calling you. And he was like, man, what you gonna be doing all day? I'm gonna be doing all this, sending the payments all day. He was like, damn, you send payments for the whole day? That's how much payments you have to send?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he sit there every once a month on the first and make sure that every investor has their money.
Yeah.
And again, the amount of transparency that we give, we don't get any calls from nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
None of our investors call us.
Yeah.
And like Yeah, so that's just me. Like every day I wake up, I check everything.
Yeah.
Just I check every account every morning, every time.
So on your way to becoming a millionaire, that's what you are.
Yeah, you're definitely a millionaire.
A lot of people think it's they don't what they don't see is they don't see any struggles or hardships or roadblocks. Did you have those? Do you
Oh,
mind sharing what they were? Any hiccups or anything, or was it just a smooth sailing for you
oh, never,
since
never.
since since hustling groceries from Circle Foods?
No, 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 not at all, man. The hell no. If if I was where I needed, where I'm supposed to be, I would have tens of millions of dollars. But hell no, like man, bro, I went to nursing school. You know, couldn't get my nursing license for I caught with an Adderall or something like that, and I couldn't. So that brought me into a dark place for sure.
Right,
But even before that, man, I lost 6 figures gambling, and that was the
Wow.
glue that changed everything.
right,
That's when I went from losing 6 figures in the casino to not being able to become a nurse. So that was from that period from like 2010 to I want to say to 18. Well, 17 I started changing a little bit from like for that period, man. I ain't have no chicken. Like nothing. Like I
It's
was
funny when
broke.
pigs
you
and chicken.
Yeah, I was broke. Like there anybody will tell you, man, like I was dead broke. Like
mm-hmm.
I was a shell of myself. Like, man, I went from being respected to niggas feeling sorry for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's a hard pill to swallow as a man. Like for sure, dog. Like if
Elridge and I believe that the safest and fastest way to financial freedom is by taking back the banking functions in your life. Think about this. 34% of the average American income goes to interest and taxes alone. And the only way to get to your wealth journey is to recapture at least some of that 34% that's going out the window anyway. This video is packed with lots of jargon that you may or may not understand. And if you understand it, maybe you probably just need a little bit more insight on it. Well, it's impossible for us to put everything that we know inside of a 60 or 70-minute video. That's why I want to invite you to our free community. It's free, zero charge. You won't be asked for a credit card to store your credit card or anything like that. Inside the community, we have lots of free resources. We have tons of content, tons of people, like-minded individuals just like yourself, who are on their way to 6 and 7 figures. We even have free courses. If you're in debt and you're feeling like this strategy is not for you, we actually hold your hand in making sure that you fulfill your financial goals by taking those classes. And so that's why we made most of those classes for free. But again, if you are truly, truly, truly wanting to get to 6 to 7 figures in a safe way and not a super slow way, then you should join our free community. The link is in the description.
that was a very dark time in my life. Very, very dark. And then I just like, long story short, I moved with this chick and when I got up out of that situation, she helped me directly and indirectly like find my way. So shout out to her. And that's when I started like, man, might as well drive live.
Yeah.
Whatever, I had my other job with my man Harold and Lou, but I'm like, I need a little more money. And then I started doing that. And then, when COVID hit, I started realizing, man, I could make 6 figures.
Yeah.
So I was like, man.
Yeah.
And then I was up and running after that. And, once I finally got to 6 figures, I'm like, now I was a little comfortable and kind of ready to invest. And then that's when Elridge actually called me at the right time
Right.
when I really was like,
Yeah.
I was ready because I saved a bunch of money and I was like, let's get it popping. And,
Yeah.
I still grind every day.
Yeah.
Like, millionaire isn't like what you think.
Right.
It don't be like, oh, it's all this. You still got to grind, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the beginning stages.
Right. Right.
I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
You really are the example of the millionaire next door.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you're like the words just kind of lift off the page right here in the flesh.
Yep.
The millionaire next door. For you to come from the gambling and the not being able to do the occupation that you wanted from nursing and not allowing that to hold you back and just grinding and a Dave Ramsey approach. That's phenomenal. I'm being inspired right now. Like I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah. Man, I always talk about you.
Man.
Like man, you inspire me. Like working 12 hours a day, how you save your money, how you invest your money, how you lifted yourself from gambling to where you at now. Like you always inspire me because there's no excuse for people. Like people don't have an excuse.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
But it'd be hard sometimes to pick yourself up. And I always used to ask God, like, man, why I had to go through that? You know what I'm saying? Because before that, I already had some money. Like, before I lost everything. And God showed me, like, you didn't have empathy for people because you didn't realize how tough it is to get out of shit. Because I showed you can unlearn stuff.
Yeah.
And look how hard it was for you. You knew what to do and forgot. So imagine the people that never did it before. And I think that's why God showed me that, and that's why I'm always adamant about teaching people. Like, I know I don't teach to the masses, but the closest people around me, that I talk to pretty often, I teach them and I show them, and I feel like I've transformed like 2 or 3 of my close friends' lives, and I won't even say their names, but they know who they are, and they listen to exactly what I say, and they're doing really, 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 really well.
Man,
But I want to expand that teaching stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're going to make you a VC coach.
I need to be.
Yeah.
I need to be.
So where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Next 3 years, honestly, I want to be the bank on everything in my life.
Yeah.
As far as, vehicle payments, 3 properties, that's about the only debt I really have.
Yeah.
And then when I acquire more properties, I want to, be the bank on that. And that's what I was looking at, and just finding more ways to earn.
Yeah.
Like, that's it, and keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. And just scale it.
Yeah, just scale it.
Yeah.
Keep it going, man.
Yeah.
We got a lot going on with, VC. We got M1. We got the shit. I just put, 40K in my IUL. So all my money from VC, that's what we're currently moving it to the IUL. So I just put that in there. So over the next few years, we're going to keep putting 40K in there. And that's a great tool we utilize too, because, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like money in 2 places.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit, because when we first, you first invested the 50K with VC in 2021, most of your money, I believe, was in like a checking account.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, man, don't even mention that.
Yeah, so talk about the power of where your money resides, because we talk a lot about that. Where your money resides matter.
Man, that's everything. And if you don't get that, you still have a lot to learn about money.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I learned about opportunity costs years ago. But guess what? Knowing and understanding is two different things.
Different.
Everybody know you shouldn't spend all your money, but they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People know a lot of things, but it's different from understanding. Because when you understand the devastation of spending all your money, you'll never do it.
Right.
You just wouldn't do
Right.
it.
Right.
So
Right.
back to your original question of where your money need to reside, something I learned and knew about opportunity cost, didn't understand it. But guess what? Over the past 5 years, as great as I have been doing financially, my opportunity cost from not understanding where I need to have my money residing at cost me 50 to 75K over the past 5 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That hurts.
Yeah.
You know, when to think about it, because that whatever.
Yeah.
I could have did whatever with that.
Yeah.
So like, so it's important, like, to have your money in earning environments.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned, the importance of that for sure. Like with the high yield savings, which isn't, you know,
That
the
much, but
best
it's
rate,
something.
but it's
Yeah.
better than, you know what I'm saying? Like my man, I'll throw his name out there, my man Easy.
Yeah.
He sent me a text message of his interest payment from, the funny is, high yield savings accounts. It's about $800, and which is great. But you know, with VC, man, we got the IUL, which is average about 6% a year, which is great, where your money's there, and then you can loan against it at 5%, and that's and lend it through VC at 10. Now you have your 5% arbitrage. I know that went over people's head a little bit.
Yeah.
But they know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you run it
He's
back
speaking our language.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
so
I'm
what he's saying, he created a 5% arbitrage on top of the money, earning that 6% inside of
The policy.
inside
the policy. So the same money, give or take, is making another, what we say, like
11%.
11%.
Yeah, 11%. Yeah.
That's super powerful, man.
Yeah.
And what y'all call that, yield stacking?
That's yield stacking.
Yield
Yeah,
stacking.
there you go.
So, you know, then just like with the M1 brokerage as well, we got the, you know,
Yeah.
that situation going, you know, with the income machine and stuff like that. That's very, you know, and taking margin loans against that. Just we in the process of taking over all the banking functions
In our
That's
life.
huge.
Yeah.
And when I talk to people about it, it looked like I have 4 heads. So
It looks like you have a what?
4 heads.
Oh,
So-
4 heads.
so I don't really like some of my close friends, and they're doing pretty well financially. Like some of my guys, I haven't even talked to them about it because I just don't want people looking at me crazy. Like, man,
That's how you was looking at me when you was thinking
Yeah,
about
no,
pulling your
'cause
money out.
No, yeah, because I know how I thought about him. Like I know my friends would be like, oh, this nigga lost it. He's talking about being a bank. Like, what does that even mean?
It is foreign though. Like when people think about making money, the first thing that come to mind is being a producer.
Right.
They never think about being a banker.
Right.
Yeah,
They always figure out, how can
yeah.
I go make more money with my hands?
Yeah.
Right.
Or with my time. Yeah.
Right, my hands and my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not for everybody because this is for people that have access to capital.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why
the biggest part.
Yeah, and that's why we focus so heavily on capitalizing your bank in a surplus of cash. You have to make more money than you spend, or spend less money than you make.
Right.
Either way it go.
Yeah.
Either way it go, you have to have a surplus to start capitalizing your bank. And then if you have a surplus, we could work with you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, you know, that well, the first time I ever invested, 5 years ago, oh my God, man, I was like so nervous, man. Is this the right thing? You know, stuff like that. And sometimes you just gotta, you know, do your research. You're never gonna learn everything.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta take that leap and, you know, for sure look into what you're trying to invest in, man.
Yeah.
And man, bro, banking is where it's at, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to go back to something you said. You right now you have like 3 properties, but yet you are a millionaire. And I think a lot of times we get caught up, you know, especially in the guru world, the YouTube world, that you need dozens and dozens of doors to become a millionaire. And here you are. What is it like now? You really have more I know you in your situation, you could have more,
Right.
but you still have more compared to what other people have, but with less.
Yeah. Good question. Um,
Would you say that $1 million that wouldn't even be if you had more properties because of the debt?
oh yeah, because of the debt, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Like, so I didn't want to get over my head, and I always like, I just always still kind of had that little street mentality. I'm not a gangster or anything like that, so that's not who I am. But um, like to me, coming up hustling, like you always need a really, really nice cushion. So I never wanted to get in over my head, and then so man, God is leading my whole way. It's crazy because like I have these three properties, but it's like now we're gonna, we're trying to take over these properties and become the bank on it, and that way it's like it's even more money just by reversing
Mm-hmm.
the banking functions, and so I know it's to me, a lot of investors say, that you should have at least 6 months, you know, 6 months of what your bills
Yeah, and reserves. Yeah.
and reserves, but I mean that's correct. But I like to have a lot more cushion than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, right.
And
So
I'm
you
not
go
to that
above
point.
and beyond the
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, way above.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like to. But the more and more understanding I'm getting, the more and more money I'm willing to invest, and
Mm.
I'm learning the value of money on money is gonna work way harder than I ever can.
Right. Definitely.
That's
Yeah.
that's really the end goal.
Yeah.
That's the real freedom. Like,
Yeah.
even when you're building a business and you sell it, you got a bunch of money and figuring out how to work it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And whereas, and just like with the IUL, the N1, this is crazy. Money is in two places earning.
Yeah.
I don't think people
It's working
get that.
overtime.
I don't think people understand that.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Man, so I don't know if you have any other questions, but this is my last question. Like, what would you tell anyone that's like on the fence about becoming their own bank?
I would say read Banker's Code.
Mm-hmm.
Also read Becoming Your Own Banker. Man, look at Elridge and Anitra videos. And just think of it from a logical aspect, especially if you're an investor, and like if you're in real estate or whatever. Just look at it from a logical standpoint and realize where the money is flowing and who's reaping the most benefits out of all the deals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Look, if you play Monopoly, the banker always win in Monopoly.
They never lose.
They never lose.
And who has the most reserves in the world is the bankers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
people always need loans, like governments gets loans from national banks. So that's what we're doing over here. We're mimicking what banks do just on our level.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
Not on that scale, but so if you just look at it logically, just straight logic, the people with the most money, logic tells you to mimic what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
just common sense.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. And that's
Right.
what we doing.
And that's what we're doing.
Yep.